This is the plaintiff, Tony Tafali. He says he sold the defendant his hot dog truck. The guy paid him for some of it, but frankly still owes him. The defendants left him with no other choice but to drag him to court to get his money. So here they are. He's suing for $1,600, the balance due. This is the defendant, Thomas McNulty. He says the truck was on its last legs and the plaintiff knew it. He doesn't relish the fact the plaintiff's making him come to court today for this bogus case. Bottom line, if the plaintiff wants a wiener war he will have. He's accused of being a dog.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff sold his hot dog truck to the defendant, and the defendant didn't pay. But the defendant says the truck was totally deficient. It's the case of, what a wiener.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Tony Tafali?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing Thomas McNulty for $1,600 that you say he still owes you on the sale of a hot dog truck that you sent to him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, talk to me. Tell me what happened.
Okay, I became disabled and I went on Social Security and I got the back payments. My brothers have trucks, so they suggested I do
My
that.
what?
My brothers.
Okay.
They have hot dog trucks, and they gave me the idea, so I did. And then I had another surgery.
Yep, okay, but hold on one second. So they gave you the idea to do what?
To buy a hot dog truck.
So that you could work at with a hot dog truck?
Right.
Okay. And I assume you were reporting that income to the Social Security Administration, right?
Yeah, I never got that far, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay.
So I had another surgery on my lower back.
Okay.
I just couldn't do it.
Okay.
Truck sat for about a year.
Did you ever actually sell hot dogs from the truck?
I worked maybe like a month.
Okay.
You know, and the truck was sitting where I kept it parked at night. And he lives in the neighborhood. He knows my brothers. He called me up, found out it was me. I was asking $7,000 for the truck.
What does the truck have?
It was it's a converted motorhome.
Oh, I see. I'm you know, as a New Yorker, I'm thinking of these little. Okay, you're talking about an actual. You drive it.
Right.
Okay,
right.
so go on.
And I everything in there was brand new. I put everything in brand new. Steam table, refrigerator, generators, new awnings, sinks, everything. You know.
When you say that, so it was how old at the time that you sold it to him?
The truck itself was a '78.
But the stuff you put in it was how old?
Maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
And do you have receipts for the stuff you put in it?
I don't have them there. I left them in the truck.
Okay. All right, so go on.
Because I didn't know if he would need them or, you know.
Right.
So he called me up. He goes, you know, I'll take it for $5,000. And back in February, I was involved in a house fire. I lost everything. I needed the money to get started again. I said, all right, I'll give it to you for $5,000. He gave me $3,000 down. He agreed to pay me every week. And since February, he's given me 4 payments of $100, $200, and $100. And every time I'd ask him, you know, where's my money? He'd give me a story. Oh, well, the truck needed this, or the truck needed that. But he knew the truck was as is.
Did you really need that $3,000 that badly to end up inheriting this kind of problem?
I did, to move and get an apartment, you know, set everything. I lost everything. You know.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay, why aren't you paying him?
So it's a 1978 truck, and it needs all these repairs. Can the buyer of that truck withhold payment until the guy fixes the truck? What do you think?
Definitely not. I mean, he bought the truck. It's his responsibility. That car is old when he bought it.
What do you think, sir?
Yes, I think the buyer should be aware of that going into the deal.
Would you buy a 33-year-old truck? I mean, guys, come on.
I know. It's a wiener truck.
Exactly. Going inside the courtroom.
Your Honor, I bought the truck, gave me $3,000. I made the payments. I had the truck maybe a day or two. The water pump blew. Then the radiator blew at the same time. There was $500 for that. Bought the water pump. Then the starter went in the truck. It shattered the flywheel. Which I had to pull the tranny out to fix all of that. Then down the road, I explained it was slow time. It was during the winter. You know, the business is slow. The suspension dropped in the truck. The whole thing went down, so the truck's been off the road. I only got it back on the road about 3 days ago.
Okay.
It's been down.
So your defense to paying the debt that you owe is that you've had to pay a lot of money to fix a 1978 vehicle.
I put a lot into it. A lot of money,
I understand,
a lot of time.
but how does that give you a right to not pay for it fully? You have to have something more. In other words, when you buy something like this, it's as is. Was there some warranty, some guarantee he gave you? Was there something he lied? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of my question. I know you've known me all your life. I know you can finish my sentences. But if I don't let the man I've been married to for 18 years do it, I am not going to let you do it. Wait until I'm done asking my question, please. Do you have any proof that he defrauded you by telling you this is new and it turned out it wasn't? What did he do wrong to not get paid? Because just the fact that you've had to put some money into a used vehicle doesn't cut it under the law. Go ahead.
That was it. He said everything was up and well, was working order, was a up and running truck.
Okay. Let me see the receipts for all the repairs that you're talking.
Actually, Your Honor, when I left this morning, I left everything on the table, the receipts for the parts and all that. I done all the labor myself, but I forgot the receipts at home.
I have the bill of sale.
You left the receipts on what table?
In my kitchen. I forgot everything. I ran out of the house fast.
Well, I hope that the judge that is in your kitchen is able to help you today. Because the one that's here witnessing your empty pockets and watching your gums flap with no evidence is not sympathetic. Are you kidding me? You're not just going to court today. You're going to court on the people's court throughout all of America, and you are looking at me with a straight face and telling me, oh, I'm sorry, I left all of my proof at the kitchen table.
Yeah, I did.
Really? I don't know. If I was a bet woman, I think you're just a bold-faced liar. And there is no proof, and you just don't feel like paying. Unbelievable. $1,600. You really think you got to say anything else?
No.
$1,600 verdict for the plaintiff. Pay the man.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, it didn't go too well. I'll step on in here. No, you know, the judge doesn't like it when you leave your evidence on the kitchen table.
Honest mistake. I got this morning, I forgot it. I was running around to get in here, trains to get in, and I forgot it.
What else did you have to think about? I mean, you're going to court. You need evidence. You're going to fight a case.
That was it. I just forgot it.
Yeah, you got your wallet and stuff with you, and you remember that? You got that. All right. So, what can you do? You know, the guy had you beat every way in the courtroom. So, how can you even show up without the evidence?
I don't know.
All right. All right, sir. So come on in here.
Nice to meet you.
Good. Nice to meet you too. When the judge is beating down on someone like that, you don't need to say anything else.
No, I just wanted to give it a receipt that I had a written contract on.
For what?
You know? I guess you didn't need it. Yeah.
No. So how are you feeling about the outcome here?
Good. I'd just like to say he knew that the truck needed suspension. He knew it needed the water pump because he went to the truck and we started it up and, you know, he checked it all out. Mm-hmm. It's a 78. You know something's going to go wrong.
Is this a dream of yours to have a hot dog truck?
Well, it's something to do because I had, you know, serious back surgery and I really can't walk around or, you know.
All right, okay. So, Harvey, take it.
Okay, Kurt, so the only way of undoing an as-is sale is to prove fraud. And fraud is the omission of a material fact or the misrepresentation of a material fact. That is the only way of undoing an as-is sale. Otherwise, the buyer is simply stuck.